What is up, guys? My name is Patrick, aka Chief Pat, and today, bringing you guys the next episode of my Let's Play Clash of Clans series. So believe it or not, today I actually want to upgrade our clan castle to level 4. I know I haven't joined any clans recently for videos, but when I've been live streaming on Camcord, I've been doing a lot of stream clans. I'll talk more about that in a second. And as far as elixir goes, we're actually running out of buildings to upgrade. I can upgrade the last couple of my barracks for 2 million elixir each, but besides that, I can only upgrade that one gold storage that I'm not paying attention to, as well as that dark barracks up to level 4, before finally the only elixir upgrades I have left are going to be inside of my laboratory. And by that point, I will be complaining to you guys about all of the useless elixir that I have. But like I said, I definitely want to get my clan castle done, as well as spend any of my extra gold on walls. I've been doing streams on Camcord farming walls for this account, which have been pretty fun. I usually make stream clans and have people join in, donate troops, stuff like that. So I want to upgrade my clan castle. If you guys want to check me out on Camcord, if you haven't already, I'm going to throw the link in the description below to check out my live streams. I try to stream once every 3 days or something like that. So check it out. Let's go ahead and get into the first raid right here. So looking at this first base, almost 800,000 resources available, most of them probably inside of the mines and pumps. So I'm just going to split it into two separate sides of the base. Going to attack from the top right for the gold, bottom left for the elixir, and pretty much do the same thing on both sides. There is a gold mine tucked away pretty well for this base. So I'm going to go ahead and drop one more wall breaker down here on the bottom right to try to break through. Looks like there's a hole in the level 4 walls that are the second layer, so I can just go ahead and run through those, but that should pretty much do it for the gold. And I'm still not really focused on elixir. You're going to see me more and more just go to the gold for every single base. Some bases might only have 50,000 elixir available, but if they have 300,000 gold, I'm not going to care. Just want to get as much as gold as possible, seeing as elixir is becoming less and less of a priority. Same thing for the bottom left right here. Now that all the gold is secured, let's just go ahead and drop our wall breakers here, get all the elixir. This should more than definitely pay for our army composition, get us a little bit closer to that barracks upgrade, and yeah, should be pretty solid for the rest of this raid. So 40%, looks like 2 buildings left. Going to drop some archers on the top left to help those goblins out. That should do it for this raid at 44%. Just have to decide whether or not we want to go for the trophies. But seeing as we don't care too much, don't want to waste any of my troops, don't want to waste my Barbarian King, I'm just going to go ahead and end the battle right here after a little bit of deliberation. And that's going to do it for this raid. So 365,000 gold, 425,000 elixir. Not too bad at all. 18 trophies lost. Not too big of a deal. Let's go ahead and move to the next raid. So moving on to this base, looks like he has over 324,000 of each resource. Pretty solid, seeing as he is a Town Hall 7. I'm surprised that I found that much loot, but still, let's go ahead and take him out and start off with a couple of archers on the outside of the base. I guess the one thing is that the Town Hall isn't free on this one. It's sort of huddled into the bottom right-hand side of the base, but I'm not really going to worry about that too much. Going to try to conserve as many goblins as possible. Just drop a few of those on those elixir collectors, and then as soon as we get a little bit closer, I'm going to drop a wall breaker on that dark elixir drill, take out the Tesla with a giant, and then move in throughout the rest of this bottom right hand side. I think my goblins are close enough to that mortar where they don't have to worry about being hit by it, which is pretty nice. Elixir collector is going to go down right there, and now we can focus on gold, and I didn't really have to spend that many troops on elixir, so things are going pretty solid so far. Alright, so goblins have gone down, mortar's pretty distracted, Tesla was distracted for most of that raid right there. Looks like this gold mine's going to go down as well, and the final one is going to be on the left-hand side of the base, as well as this elixir collector still alive, so I'm going to take this one out as well. So now that that's down, just can focus on this gold mine right here. One level 5 wall breaker should be able to take it out, but I'm going to shoot over the top with a couple of archers. They're going to take out this gold mine, and that will wrap it up for the raid right here, as well as get us 50% and our first star, which will be good enough to save our trophies for this raid. So that's going to do it for this one. 324,000 gold, 351,000 elixir, 100 dark elixir. Didn't leave pretty much anything on the map. Very nice job. Let's go ahead and move to raid number 3. Alright, so this guy's got a little bit more interesting of a base. Taking a look at those gold mines and elixir pumps. They are on separate sides, as well as he has the triple mortar in the center, which I used to use a lot, and it was pretty fun to see the mortar shells rain down on the base, but some giants should be able to distract those mortar shells. It's going to be a little bit difficult to get to all the gold mines at once, as compared to the elixir collectors, where they're all grouped up together. Let's go and attack from both sides at the same time to distract the mortars on different sides, and yeah, things look pretty good so far. I wanted to attack from both sides, so maybe one side wouldn't have to deal with those mortar shells, which worked out decently for those gold mines. Looks like the troops are still working on these elixir collectors over here, which again, isn't that big of a deal, seeing as we are pretty much maxed out on elixir for Town Hall 8 upgrades as far as buildings go. So shooting down this elixir pump right here, trying to save as many archers as possible, but I think they've already been targeted by too many defenses. Looks like that collector is going to go down in the end anyways, and we only left these 2 collectors left on the table. I wish I got that gold mine. Oh well, doesn't matter. 233,000 gold, 266,000 elixir for a total of 500,000 resources, and let's go ahead and head back to base. So in total, we ended up with 3.1 million gold as well as 3.1 million elixir. They're actually only 1,000 resources apart for what we ended for the day. Anyways, gonna go ahead and upgrade our clan castle to level 4 as well as this barracks to level 10, which will give us the P.E.K.K.A. in this barracks as well as 15 extra troop capacity. And then I'm gonna go ahead and finish it off by doing a couple of these walls as we always do, and that will wrap it up for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Like I said, make sure you check me out on Camcord. I've been doing a lot of streams on this account. It's a lot of fun. Usually I take your guys' votes when I do my raids. I know I did Wizard Healer earlier today, which actually worked out really well, and I 3-starred some bases. So check me out. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace out.